Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we are looking at something that is now fairly old and incredibly hard to find and very, very collectible. We are looking at the 2007 release by Trendmasters from their Lost in Space, the classic series range of action figures. And this particular one that we are looking at today is none other than Will Robinson. Now, for those of you who don't know, Lost in Space was a 1965 television series. It ran for 3 seasons from 1965 to 1968. And it followed the Robinson family, who were a pioneering family of space colonists. And it features their struggles to survive in the depths of space and on planets that they land in. There was 83 episodes in all filmed over 3 seasons. The first season there was 29 episodes, but all of them were in black and white, apart from the very last episode, which had a couple of minutes of colour at the end. And then seasons 2 and season 3 were all shot and shown in full colour, and it was one of the Irwin Allen productions, and there were some big names in it at the time. There was Guy Williams, June Lockhart, Mark Goddard, Marta Christian, Bill Mummy, Angela Cartwright, who was also famous for The Sound of Music, Jonathan Harris. So just to mention but a few, there were a lot of stars at the time that were in the television series. Anyway, I've digressed a little bit. Let's get back to the point. So we are looking at the action figure, Will Robinson, and this is a box it comes in, and it says Will Robinson with B-9 Robot Communicator from episode 1, The Reluctant Stowaway. And there you can see the image of Will Robinson behind the window in his space outfit, which he wore in episode 1. Okay, on the right hand side it's got the Jupiter 2 mission exclusive collector's edition, and at the bottom it's got for ages 4 and up. You've got warning, choking hazard, small parts not suitable for under 3 years. Lost in Space, the classic series, and it's series 1, limited edition of only 1,200 pieces. Okay, so that is the, sorry, I should say 12,000 pieces, not 1,200. That's the front of the box. Let's turn the box around now and let's have a look at what we got printed on the back. Okay, so I'll turn the box around. I have taken the light down a little bit because we're getting a fair amount of glare off of the top of the box. So at the very top right hand corner, you've got the Trendmasters logo, and it says Lost in Space, the classic series. In 1965, Irwin Allen fastened sci-fi televisions into their cryo-tubes and blasted them through the cosmos side by side with the crew of the Jupiter 2. For 3 seasons, Lost in Space fans cheered for their favourite space castaways, scorned the villainous Dr. Smith, and marvelled at the otherworldly creatures and robots before them. More than 30 years later, Lost in Space continues to soar. Its popularity has generated a multi-million-dollar blockbuster movie, and its loyal followers have created fan clubs across the globe and throughout cyberspace. Trendmasters is proud to present these exclusive collector action figures as a tribute to the series that let our imaginations glide across the galaxy and past the stars. And here you can see, it says fully articulated figure, B-9 Robot Communicator, collector's quality sculpting, original episode spacesuit. And it says collect our entire crew of favourite classic characters. So you've got Dr. Zachary Smith, Major Don West, Judy Robinson, Will Robinson, Turbo the Carrot Man, and Cyclops. And it's got the Jupiter 2 missions and otherworldly aliens. And then at the bottom you've got the proof of purchase, the barcode, you've got the web address for Trendmasters, you've got the CE markings, the copyright information, copyright 1998, and again the recycle information at the bottom, and the quality guarantee. Okay, so that is the back of the box. I think what we're going to do now is I'm going to turn the box back around to the front. I'm going to see if I'm able to open the box and remove the figure from the outer box. I don't think I'm going to be able to remove it from the inner packaging, but let's see if we can get it out of the box and have a look so we haven't got the glare from the window. Okay, so I have zoomed in on the figure itself. I've managed to get him out of the packaging, but I can't remove him from the inner packaging because he is all still sealed up. His components are still locked on and it's all wrapped up on the back, so I can't actually remove him, but we can have a good look at him on the card. Now, obviously, as you know, Will Robinson was played by Bill Mumy, and that's not a very bad likeness of him from the TV episode. He was very young at the time, but yeah, I mean, that's a very, very good likeness of the actor Bill Mumy, who played the character of Will Robinson. They have done it very, very well, I must say. Detailing is good, the hair is spot on, the eyes are right, the nose and the mouth, they are all absolutely spot on. Obviously he doesn't look like this anymore because he's about 70 years old now, and at the time when he was playing Will Robinson, I think he was only about 11 or 12, something like that, maybe 10, something like that. So he was very, very young when he was playing the part. But it's a very, very good likeness of Bill Mumy from that stage of his life. And obviously, as this is from the first episode of the Lost in Space television series, the first episode was called The Reluctant Stowaway because obviously Dr. Zachary Smith stowed away. He didn't mean to, but he stowed away on the ship, which caused them all sorts of problems because the weight wasn't right. But you can see he's in his silver coloured space suit, all the way down to his silver boots at the bottom. Very, very good quality space suit. Does have some wear on it, which you would expect because that's the way the suit was in the television series. So there was some wear from the journey and the accident where excuse me, where the ship got landed stranded on the planet. He's also got his gloves there as well to go with the suit, and there is, if I just zoom in on that, you can see that's the remote control for the robot. Well, I say remote control, it's not a remote control, it's a communicator for the B-9 robot. A lot of people call him Robbie the Robot, but Robbie the Robot was from Forbidden Planet. But this was just called Robot in the Lost in Space television series. But that's the communicator to call the robot should he need the robot to help him or defend him. But you remember those famous words from Lost in Space: Will Robinson, danger, danger, Will Robinson, danger, which is the famous words that the robot used to say. Okay, let's get some measurements on this wonderful figure. So we are looking at an overall height of 19 centimeters, which is about 7 inches. Width-wise, we're looking at 7 centimeters across, and depth-wise, we're looking at 3 centimeters deep. Articulation, well, you've got the head, you've got the shoulders, you've got the elbows, the hands don't turn, tops of the legs, the waist, the knee joints, and again the same thing, the feet doesn't turn. So it's the basic articulation, so which is the head, the shoulders, the elbows, the waist, the knee, the tops of the legs, the knee joints. That's the basic articulation of a lot of the figures from the 90s. It was people like Playmates that did the more articulation towards the end of the 90s and the early 2000s. Okay, so that's the figure. Now, bearing in mind how limited this quantity of figures were, how well did they do? Well, they done exceptionally well. All the figures that were produced sold out very, very quickly. There was only 12,000 pieces made worldwide. You very, very rarely see any of these figures come up. I think Will Robinson was one that has popped up from time to time on the platforms. I have seen on some of the platforms that he has been up in the last 12 months, once or twice, but he did sell for an awful lot of money. So this one does come up. I've never seen any of the other figures on the platforms. I was very keen to find some of the others, but I couldn't. So I think it's only, well, the only one that's been up certainly in the last 12 months has been Will Robinson, which is the same as this figure. However, the one that I saw online had been opened and had been removed from the packaging and put back in. So unlike this one, which is still sealed onto the backing board, the whole box was sealed until I just opened it to remove the inner packaging. But other than that, this figure is as mint as you would possibly find it. If you bought it back in 1998, this is exactly how you would get it. Obviously now fast forward to 2024, we are talking 26 years on. And like I say, the figure doesn't come up very often, but we at Midas Touch have managed to find this particular one. And again, it was a shop find, and again it was one of the items that had previously been on the shop floor, didn't sell at the time, and went into the stock room and stayed there until we went in and we bought out all their shop stock and their warehouse stock. And this was amongst the items that were in the warehouse of stock that never sold. So this particular one is available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to very simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Irwin Allen toys, and many other vintage toys, gamers and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive that this is something that you're not going to want to miss, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there's something in particular you are looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or perhaps just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you'd be looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed reviewing this wonderful, wonderful figure with me. Thank you for watching, and we will see you again next video. So bye for now.